Hi guys, it's Margie today. Hi Thelma, glad to hear that you're on for just a little bit, but we'll hopefully catch you later. I am signing in for Debbie today. She had a few pre-surgery things that she needed to complete, and it's taking a little bit longer than she was hoping. So I am doing What's New Wednesday today. Alrighty guys. So let's see. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Irene. And I believe hi, Mary is the other person that I saw. So I want to say hello. And I'm manning cameras by myself. So you just get to look at the really cool things and hope that I show it in the right space within my opening here. So I try and make that happen, and I centered the mat so that I can remember how far I can get away with. So we have some repeats for this week, but we also have some new items. So I wanted to just go through, and we're just going to start from the beginning and move on through our items. So the first is Amy Designs Wild Animals. We have these wonderful background sheets for your cards and your shapes. And they've provided you with, let me see if I can open it. How do you know that you need to go back to bed if you can't open a package? Okay. Here we go. I'm glad Alice is okay too. I'm glad you guys touch base with each other. It's always good to hear. Okay, so this is Wild Animals by Amy's Design, and this is the printed cardstock that goes with it. So as you can see, it's got various different pictures on it. We've got, I'm going to put that up a little bit closer for you. We've got safari, basically. You can see the little Jeep and the binoculars, and it looks like maybe a lion and a monkey crossing over. And then we've got pandas around the edges. So this is one of the cardstock, and it looks like it's to create an easel card. Here's our next one, and it's going to be one of those side cards where you fold it over on top of each other. You can see how it's made there. The borders and everything are included in it, just like a hunky-dory one would be, but you're getting the neat shapes that go along with it. Here are the mountains, and they kind of give you a heads up, I think, about which animals go where. And here's this one with leaves, and again the same mountainous regions. And there's four pages to use. And in order to stretch it a little bit more, cardstock wise, there might be a way to kind of work with it a little bit and get maybe a border out of one card and a picture in the background for another. And these are the 3D push-outs for those. We have Wild Animals. And of course, it's got the regular usual base that you see. And then you're going to stack your other designs on top with the deco, just like most of Find It Trading's items are. This one is of the monkeys. They're so adorable. This would be Emma's favorite right there. Let me try and move back the right direction here. There we go. Everybody can hear me okay? Just making sure. I know Mary said that she was muted, but just in case. And then we've got wow. zebras and lions and elephants on this page. So these would make some really cute cards. We've had something similar to this in the past, but these are a little bit different, and especially if you purchase them with these backgrounds. 67 with 76 humidity. That's sounding kind of like our weather lately. Humidity was that way a couple days ago, and it was 56, 57, and we were roasting out in the shop that, yes, we are still building, and and the humidity was just crazy. We actually had to start an air conditioner just to move some air around for us. So it was just a little heavy. It is almost done. Let's see, we have about 1/3 of the drywall put in. Everything else is done on the outside and on the inside except for the drywall. So electricity, water hookup, all that kind of fun stuff. So we're getting closer and closer to the end, and I will have time to do crafting. Let's see. So we've got Hardy Craft toppers. Some of them are repeats from previous, and others of these are some that we may not have seen before. So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and run through them. I know that we've had the flowers and vases before, but it may have been a while since you've seen them. So these are just as pretty as can be. And yes, that's my thumb with a Band-Aid on it. There you go. I like these with the ones that have just really all different kinds of flowers in them. I guess they decided to put some of these upside down. There we go. Oh, thank you. Thumbs up for my thumb. No, I know exactly what you mean. There we go. Now, as we're looking at all these things, think about what comment that you want to make about your favorite thing as we go through. Some of them may have been revisited. Yes, I think that they make good Get Well cards, Gwen. I agree. I've been listening to the reports, and I know that North Carolina has been hit really hard, and I'm sorry for those of you that are there, and I hope that you guys are all safe. It is, as we all know, is coming up on that great time of year where Christmas is going to be fast approaching. These little snowmen are always so cute. There we go. I never know what way the light is going to reflect because I put a different piece in or I move my hand, and then it changes what you can see. Oh, couldn't figure out what was on his face. It's a little tiny kitty sitting on the top of the snowman's head. Do you see that? Now you've got to find all the little pieces of surprise that are around. Like maybe the sack. This one's kind of more out front. There's a fox with that snowman. They sure are super cute. There we go. He's laying down on the job. Did you see that? Laying down on the job, or he's forgetting which holiday he belongs to. Sorry, bad sense of humor when I get tired, guys. Asheville is destroyed. Oh. I have listened to the news. I have not watched the news. So sometimes what you hear and what you see feels very different. I am tape challenged today. Oh, that's because it is backwards. These are our Christmas feeling. And I said snowman, but I should really tell you what the actual name of it is. It is snowman. Yay. Okay, I did it right. There's our first Christmas feeling. I love these lanterns. I really, really do. I brought home some to my mom, knowing that she would like these because she always does. And so I had picked out a few and I said, you don't have to buy them all, but I think that I know the taste well enough that you have that I felt confidently enough in picking you out. And she said, well, I haven't given you one back yet, have I? Actually, I think the ornament is in the background and the birds are just kind of on the side for right now. This kind of gives you a nice mix. The Christmas feeling gives you a little bit here and a little bit there. It's a birdhouse. Candles and cookies. This one is super cute. If I can get a close-up that won't reflect. There we go. It's a little bit smaller. There we go. Here's our last one. Christmas roses. I think that's what possibly, Irene, your statement is really true. And I think that that's exactly what has occurred is that, oh, we've heard the statements before about it being bad and we've evacuated and lint and roses. Thank you, Irene. Anyways, you don't think about evacuating because you hear it so frequently that it's bad weather, you should really evacuate, this is coming, and then it's not as big of a deal. This one is called, I think this one's Butterflies and Flowers. Yes, it is. Butterflies and Flowers. I think I'm going to have to go back to holding this way. Some blues. Some purple. Whoop, right out of my hand. They really have put some really pretty colors with these, haven't they? Butterflies blend so nicely with the flower, but not so much that they don't stand out. Pretty, pretty. It is Friday. Her surgery is Friday. So I guess that makes it 2 days from now. This coming Friday. This, I would assume, is Easter eggs, but maybe I should double check. Easter eggs with flowers. There we go. So we have a couple of good laid plans. Of course, those can always go awry, as we all know. But we have some plans, so then that way we've got some backups if Debbie doesn't feel as good right off the bat as she is hoping. We've got it figured out where we can, between Mary and I and Bryce, with the help of being the cameraman and processing any videos, between us all, we should be able to offer you similar stuff for the rest of the month. So we have some plans on, I'm going to do some videos ahead of time, and hopefully we can, I think I only have one video that I have to do, but we'll see. Notice have to. We have, I believe there's one. Other than that, we are going to do some replays, and that's if, you know, she's still tired, if she's still not feeling up to making her way outside yet to the shop to do this. I've got What's New Wednesday covered, and then the video, and then Bryce is going to be putting together a few replays for us over the next few weeks. And speaking of replays, we're going to have one tomorrow, Saturday. This one is coffee and tea. I hope so too, Terry. Debbie is just going in for some surgery this coming Friday. It's been expected for a little while now, but it takes a long time to get your ducks in a row these days since COVID. At least that's how it feels like to me. This one doesn't, I'm trying to shake it around to see if I can show you the teapot, but I can't seem to get a good visual on it. There's a teapot under here, I promise. See the little handles? There you go. They are very pretty, and You know, it's absolutely true. We've done these various ones on video, and then you've just got the pictures that they snap. So any of the pictures that come on the website are these. So it's just basically they have taken this picture and they're showing you what each of them will look like. But it's a lot bigger than what the pictures show, and in really great details with beautiful glitter pieces. It is very easy to make a set of these very quickly, especially if you order the bigger foam pads with them. It even goes faster. So I recommend that if you have purchased a few of these, go ahead and buy some of the larger pads, because these are created with the idea in mind that you're going to stack them up, and you may still have to have a few small ones around, but it will go a lot faster with big ones. Okay. Oh, see, this is what happens when I just have to run upstairs really quick and start this. So I didn't have a chance to look through the actual What's New Wednesday box. So if you missed it at the beginning, yes, we have Wild Animal 2's 3D toppers and some card shapes from the Wild Animals collection from Amy Design. And so this is a pack of their linens that match in all those different colors that you see right there. There you go. And then we have some dies that make some beautiful little pandas. In fact, it works great because you've got the ability to run it with just the black paper, and then you put it on white paper and you've got two pandas, just as easy as putting a little glue on it. This is the jungle branch. Could have fun hanging a little monkey from that. Look at that one. You could do so much with that. Jungle dome, jungle frame is what this one is listed as. It's not a full frame, but you can imagine it that way or that way. So depends on what you want to make with it. Here we've got some lions, panthers, I guess specifically, they're panthers. Here is our lion. Look at that lion with the big, huge mane piece. That's going to be beautiful. Maybe do it in a couple of different shades of tans. That one is on a safari, but if you do some of these in two opposite colors, this is again one of those kind that you're going to have, put it on white, use it in black, have a beautiful zebra. But the lion one, you could run it a couple of times in different colors of tans and khakis and lighter oranges, maybe mid-oranges, and kind of blend them in together. And if you run about 3 different dyes, you should be able to come up with little bits. Spider monkey. Stickles is your glitter. And there's some more. I think I showed these, but I didn't show them in detail. So elephants, jungle animals. This is kind of what's in that darker green print in the first item that I showed you. It's kind of got a mixture between the two. And these are, just like always, double-sided with something on it. That elephant looks like that on the back. And there's 3 of each color. So zebra, other side, zebras, the green safari, and a leaf. That leaf is really pretty. Elephants and lions and zebras. And if you remember right, those were all on one page together. So you've got this version, and on the back side you have this version. Yeah, I think that there are a lot of people that agree on the idea that glitter is messy and not fun if it's too messy. But I think that there are lots of different ways that you can fix that. One is you can lock your glitter down by using a cover like Mod Podge or hairspray or polyurethane spray. Depends on what you're using it on and how you're wanting to use it, but it is a way to kind of lock in your glitter so that it won't get knocked off. And of course, your stickles isn't going to have glitter everywhere. So that's the Find It Trading paper pad that goes with the wild animals. I'm noticing that we are starting to carry a little bit more and a little bit more of stencils, and they're coming from various different places. I'm noticing that stencils are kind of coming back, but man, they're so much fancier than they used to be. Believe in the magic of Christmas. These can be fun with pastes or inks or your Jamie powders. You name it, you can do it with this stuff. You can run it even on your acetate with the Jamie powders and your paste. May your days be merry and bright. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. And the first one said, believe in the magic of Christmas. Then these are a couple of the smaller ones that we're kind of used to seeing from Hunky Dory, the little square ones. And these will just be cute as a background. And then 1 through 25. Helps you put your numbers on all of those little things if you're making advent calendars. This is a great way to do it. So then that way they're all kind of mixed up, so you're not having to do the thinking process. Because let me tell you, putting one up here and then what comes next and how do I make them work, this is a great way to make that happen. Speaking of advent calendar, see, this is what happens when I go looking through the box at the same time you do. This is our advent calendar 4. We've had advent calendar packs in the past. And the packs are great, but let's see. I'm going to set that aside for just a minute. Take a look. We've got a die that's an advent calendar, so you can then take a piece and use it just like so. There's our little teddy. He's got all the numbers already on him. And if you run this die through, you can see that it fits right smack in the middle of that. And you can make a little box and put some things behind it for when they lift it. And it fits perfectly. So it will cut this out place it on top. It will cut it out to the shapes that you need it to be for your advent calendar. Now that's just the teddy. That's our snowball fight kings. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? These would make great little treats, just little things. A lot of people think about, well, advent calendars, I don't have any kids, or I don't have any kids that are the age that could really enjoy these, but you would be amazed at how many people would enjoy them if you put in your little sets just a little note that says something about them that you appreciate year round. Come up with 25 of those, and then you can give them a wonderful little advent calendar. Aren't they pretty? I keep thinking that they're gonna, oh, look at this. They've also created all the little things that you can put on the inside, so you're peeking behind a card instead of a box, but you can do it two ways. Yeah, I agree. That first one, it reminds me of Teddy too. Just the coloring and everything about him. Look at these. They're very detailed. I'm going to take forever showing you guys all of these things. The good news is, for me, is that I don't have to do it for everything. Look at that. And then you've got an insert for the inside of your advent card. So they really have made it to be an advent card with all the fun stuff inside to count down. So that is a pretty neat item. I really like how they've done this year. Other things that I've done is things that I want to do before the 25th. So I've made little notes in calendars that say, do this today and do this tomorrow, so that I can remind myself of all the different things that I need to do in the month of December. My Emma and I put one together for her, and it's all the nice things that you can do for others. And so we pull a thing and we try to make that happen for each day. Sometimes it's a little bit harder than others, and unfortunately we have had those things packed for the last 3 years. So I'm hoping to be able to pull it out again, especially since Lily's getting a little bit older. This is our gnome for Christmas. It is the same. It's the paper pads where you get a topper set. Here's our topper sets. A few 3D animals that go with it. Another topper set. And then 2 pieces of cardstock for each one. So just like basically getting half a luxury kit. So 2 pieces of cardstock and 4 per each topper set. Yes, I can do this forwards and backwards. No problem. Just realized I was probably moving a little quick. And then you've got all your inserts as well that match. So I really like these paper pads. You're never guaranteed which items they're going to come out with in the paper pads. So it's always nice to have a few of them come out and surprise us each year. Yeah, I'm not putting that away on camera. Takes too long. Okay, here's our next one. So we have 3 this year. And this one is our Poinsettia Sparkle. I believe it was last year that we had it. And this just is a neat way to have some little things that you maybe wish that you would have picked up last year, but didn't have time to do, or maybe you like the idea of holding off and waiting and picking up the pad. But this stuff is so pretty. Poinsettias are always a huge hit. I tend to call them poinsettias so that I will remember how to spell it. That's really, truly the entire reason why. Look at that. So pretty. So one piece, I think that one's foiled and one's not, but let me double check this. No, they're not foiled. So that is maybe something that's different. Nope. Those were the regular cardstock. These are the foiled. So you can see the foiling there. Usually this is what I have done so far with the paper pads that I have purchased. I'm like, oh, I did those cards. I love them so much. They were so pretty. But then I pick up the pad and save it for a couple years down the road. Yes, beautiful in the black. Irene, I have the same problem sometimes with my sleeping abilities. I totally understand. And I'm sorry that you're having a kidney stone because that doesn't feel good. And these are all of our inserts. There we go. Okay. And then we have Frosty and Friends. And Frosty and Friends was one of our, I know that we had it as one of our cute, no, they couldn't have been cute. They must have been, oh, they were part of the Deco Large, I believe, at some point in time. But we also had some penny sliders that were called Frosty and Friends. So it may be like a mix of various different ones that we've seen in the past. And look at that holographic foil. And sure enough, you get it everywhere. And these, I find that most of these are on the sides, unless they're a flower, and then you can view them from any point. So I'm going to turn this to the side so that you guys can see. Oh, Irene, I'm sorry. This is one of the foil pieces, and that snow is got the holographic rainbow. You can see it up there in the music. And the snow. Hi, Karen. And that is the last of that one. So, little bits of fun things. We also have a couple of things that we haven't had before. And I think what I'm going to do, just for time's sake, is I'm just going to say what came in that we've already seen before, but we wanted to make sure that you knew that there were more available because they haven't been, and we have restocked them. So this is our warm wishes from last Christmas from Graphic 45. The 12 by 12 comes with the stickers, which they haven't been doing the stickers in with the packs. So that's something extra nice. Our Enchanted Forest. And this one does not have the sticker pack in it. If you have one of these that you haven't seen before and you want to see, let me know. This we've had before in a 12 by 12, but I don't recall that we had 8 by 8s. So this, I don't think that we had an 8 by 8, but man, it sure is cute paper. We have the Enchanted Forest in an 8 by 8 as well. And Letters to Santa in an 8 by 8, which again was from not last Christmas. I think it was from the Christmas before. And then we have our 12 by 12 with the sticker set as well. And we got some more Hello Pumpkin in. So this is last year's autumn colors. And everybody knows what cute autumn colors we have from last year because they were adorable. Okay, these are from the Let It Snow collection. We have them in 2 packs. So there's the front. So it's a total of 4 prints. There's the front and the back. Or vice versa. Front, back. Now we've got back, front, and front and back. I like getting these because then I've got some extras to be able to use maybe some of my papers that I hadn't finished using yet. And so then I get another set of pictures to be able to go with that. So that's great. Other times I'm looking at this print, and it's not necessarily, I know I'm a bird fan, it's not necessarily this that I like, but it's this because I can use it with so many different things. There is a very faint, it says greetings and note and Noel and merry and bright. So it says all different kinds of things in that background in the red. So where you see stuff, that is writing in between the holly. We got the merry and bright. This is this year's. We've got the patterns and solids. Oh, and there's one more Let It Snow. This one. And they're upside down. That's so helpful, isn't it? There you go. And then here's the back. So we have the Merry and Brights Pattern and solids, we have it again in the 8x8. We were running low, so we have replenished already. We have run that quickly through them. So they are in high demand this year. And I believe that you've seen any of these. Please speak up and let me know if there's something that you really want to see more of and I can open it. But otherwise, I'm afraid that we'll run out of time. So this is the tags and frames, this one, and this is the ephemera. And then, like I said, Merry and Bright in the 8x8 and the patterns and solids. Then we also got a new album in for the watermelon, the Sunshine on My Mind set. So they are going to show you their new interactive folio album. They've changed it up a little bit this year, so it's a little bit different. They came up with all new album pieces this year. So they've now started to put those into kits for us. This is the Flight of Fancy with the album in a box. So it's our 12x12 pieces. So all the album ones are with 12x12 and all the cards are with 8x8s. And I think we have a card one here in the Flight of Fancy. Comes with the ephemera and the 8x8. It looks like some washi tape. And then, of course, it always comes with the cards and the cardstock in order to make them. And there's instructions inside as well. Okay. I'm going to show you this one first. It should be very, very similar to our 12x12 autumn butterflies, but you never know exactly what you're going to get with these. Because the thing with 3/4 that I love, so it is absolutely not a complaint. The thing that I absolutely love about 3/4 is that they try and give you different things to go with different packs that they have. So no pack is exactly the same. So these are 6x4 card making packs. So they provide you with everything that you need to make your cards. These are punch out dies. 3/4 started making a lot of their items now in punch outs instead of fussy cutting. So that is great always to see. So those are your two pieces to that. And then these, you have two different types of items that you can make as your front, like it says, it's 6 6x4. So it's only on one side so that you're not wasting sides. You get the whole thing. Aren't those pretty? Just bright, beautiful. Pretty, pretty. This one is perfect for maybe some of those toppers that are just going to explode, because some of them just will. They will just be beautiful. And it also comes with the cards themselves. And I think that it comes with one other item. Let me see. Oh, I just haven't shown these two yet. I was looking for it, but I didn't see it. They have little sayings and greetings and little notes that you can make with it. So there's so many different ways that you can go. They give you a little picture for each design as a recommendation. And then again, they provide you with the card stock to be able to make them all. So there's that one. Baby wipes are used around here constantly. Okay, we're just at the beginning of October, so we've still got opportunity to send out our Halloween things. Or I recommend for this that if you want to think about something a little different, do you have somebody that loves Halloween and that's like the thing that's going to make their day? You can use and make albums for them instead. You can find all different kinds of fun recipes, put those in a journal with and label it as potions. So there's lots of different ways that you can use these and not just in cards. Maybe you have somebody that dresses up every year, or they dress up their kids every year, and you know that it's a big deal for them. You can then give them a journal that they can put their family's pictures in for Halloween. And you can even wait until Christmas to give it to them. If any of my family is listening, don't pay attention to any of what I just said. There we go. Those are, again, 3D cutouts. Excuse me, not cutouts. They're already pre-die cut, so you won't have the fussy cutting that 3/4 used to have. There are these pieces as well. They're called, they're kind of like just giving you a quick little 6x4 card shapes so that it shrinks down some of the pictures to be usable. And these do have it. I thought that they have it on both sides. Nope, they don't. So there you've got your spiders, your potion covers, and then these are just so pretty. And it is not a double-sided pack. I can never remember which ones are double-sided and which ones aren't, but these are not. Isn't that pretty? Some of these might be more Halloween colors for some, but at the same time, look at that. You can use that with anything. No one says that that has to be. Okay, well, a pumpkin up there might say that it has to be. But down here, it may have like a little tiny wisp going through here, but you could so use it for other things too, and the one prior to. And up here at the top, you've got your potions. Okay, this one's pretty much, for the most part, a Halloween sheet. This one has a saying, trick or treat, can't read upside down, trick or treat, bag of sweets, ghosts are walking down the street. And then she's, again, in some of the pieces. She was in one earlier picture. And this one is pretty much a Halloween one. Halloween is not only about putting on a costume, but it's about finding the imagination and costume within ourselves. And we've got a lot of potion labels. Those are fun. Can you imagine decoupaging those onto some actual glass jars and giving them to people? I like Nouveau Glue a lot. And look at that one. So beautiful purples. That is some purple going on like crazy in this pack. I love it. Okay. So got through that portion, and I'm going to show more with these here in a second. But for those of you that usually will sign off at 5, I wanted to be able to make sure that you guys were aware that even though Debbie is going to be not feeling very good this coming Saturday, she is not leaving you hanging. So that being said, the plan is, I was hoping that something was white. There we go. Backup pieces. Okay. She is going to go through and she is going to redo the peach cards that she made a couple Saturdays ago. So this is what's going to be on the Saturday class. She kind of gave you guys a heads up that she was going to do a remake of it, and that we didn't have some of the items. They didn't come in. So they are now in. So we are going to do the remake. We got more of them so that we wouldn't sell. Well, can't say we won't sell out, because if you guys decide that you like them and you love them as much as you love the apple orchard from 49 and Market, then it will be selling out quickly. Even though this is peaches, it doesn't have to be for fall. This is such a summer color, even spring color, but I think more summer. So she's going to do a remake of this one video on Saturday, so please join us. We will try and make sure that you have either a remake video or new video every day this month. Good night, Karen. No, I'm not doing the class. It's a replay. It's not me doing the class. If I do it, it will be on video and I won't actually be online. We'll just do a video of what I did, how I did it, type of a class. Run you through a few examples. Not this one, but we've got the Leaves Are Turning by 3/4 design that I'll be doing probably about mid-month, because they're going to make wonderful Thanksgiving cards. Not just, you can use them for fall, but you're not limited by that. So there were a few things that Debbie did not have when she made these cards. So she wanted to make sure that we had these in the system, and somewhere we did not have them put on the list. So if you like the cards on Saturday, please don't hesitate to pick up some of these that are currently not in the system. I am hoping that Debbie can get them in the system today or tomorrow. I know she's got a lot going on. But we're hoping that we can get these in before Saturday. So if you do decide that you like them as well, that you would like to have all these fun little things, these are little envelopes and tag holders. Aren't those cute? There's 37 pieces, You've got die cut labels and frames, and then you've got 6 different envelopes down here. And then these have little spaces for you to write in them or stamp in them. I can open one of them and show you a couple of the little pieces inside, because all you can really see are the big envelope tags in the front. They look like this. Upside down, of course. Nope, we figured out a way to make it work. Thank you, Mary. Here you go. So this is our featured item today for the peach. These tags, we have 5 in stock. So if you decide that you like these tags, as soon as they get online, you might want to grab them. I'm sure that Debbie will drop in an email to you guys for What's New Wednesday. I would say don't plan on it until tomorrow, just because of how busy she has been trying to get ready for surgery, but also just knowing we've got quilling and she's been gone today for a good portion, just doing all the good checkup things that they need to do for her to prep for Friday's surgery. So I would say don't plan on seeing these until come online, or the What's New Wednesday coming online until tomorrow. Be very, very careful here. We only have 3 of these. It's basically washi tape that's in the size of tickets. So they've got a little ticket, various different items on them, stamps. No, I don't know that I saw Thelma's note. You want these tickets. Okay, Thelma, I'll see what I can do for you. Maybe I'll try and see what I can do about dropping a note to you. If those are something that you're wanting, we'll try dropping a note to you to let you know that they're there. Was there another question, though, that I missed, Mary? Or a statement? This is peach collage sheets, and I am not going to open this, and here's my reason why. It's got a sticker on the outside. It's a little bit different when I open something that just has tape on those. Yes, I did catch the Thelma wants those. These are collage sheets. They're thinner paper. They're not really, let me read a little bit more. They are a 40 text weight sheet. They're 6 by 8 inches, and they have the color swatches of the peach, but they're in all of these different prints. Isn't that beautiful? We have 6 of these. And again, these are things that we don't currently have listed in the store. We will get that hurried right along here just as quickly as we can. This is rub-ons for $49 in Market. And then it's got some of the labels. It's got some of the other pieces. I can try and get it a little bit closer to you guys. Here. And we have 5 of those. And we only have 3 of these. We ordered quite a few to be able to provide you guys with as much as we can possibly do. But unfortunately, they only gave us a very small amount of what we had ordered. So we're just letting you know, when they do get on board, you might want to snag them up. Tickets, tags, and envelopes. So the initial first one, not the washi tape, but the first one that was the, yes, they're here. They're sitting here. I know they are because I just put the sticker back on them. I know which ones you're talking about. Yes, I've totally moved them all the way everywhere and around. But I know which ones you mean. These. See if I clean off my spot. These, Thelma. So I would say take a peek on Friday at the very latest, but you can try looking tomorrow and see if you can get them then. Okay. So this is the last thing of the day. Bon Voyage. So this is one of the little books. And of course, it's got lovely pictures in it as always. Lots of traveling, obviously, with a name like Bon Voyage. Got ships. These come out for the most part from various different previous topper sets, but there are some that are just, we haven't seen them before. So I like that they throw in some new ones. Bye, Glenn. Bye, Mary R. Thanks for hanging with me today. Don't forget to put in what your favorite thing was in comments later on after we end the session. Maybe get in there a little bit later on this evening. Lighthouse. Look at that airplane in watercolors. Might be a pot of coffee. Aren't these neat? Lots of fun things in here. And I haven't shown you every single picture either because I don't want to keep you later and later. That's one little book. We've got the Tangled Up book, all tangled up. That looks cute as can be. These are going to be all of their cute things that they've had in the past. Hi, Kim. Let's see if I can do these the right way. They're going to all be in Christmas lights. And if you still have some of those Christmas light ones from the Highland Cows a few years ago, those bottles, they should still be good. They last forever. Mine are still perfectly good. And look at how much you could use your Nuvo clear drops that have just the light bit of color on them with these pictures. There's a dog. Mr. Penguin. Nice to see you too, Kim. Although not really nice to see me or you because we can't see each other. But you can at least hear me and I can read what you're saying. Technicalities, I know. Little owls. Okay, didn't go through those. Look at those little pigs. So the special is that we were just going to be reminding people that we're doing the remake of the Peach. We're doing the reboot of it. I think is what Debbie calls them. So we're redoing the show of that because we got some extra pieces in that we had been waiting for and wanted to make sure that you knew that you could get them. So I am sure that on the What's New Wednesday, Debbie will put, if she is having a special on the peach. I cannot guarantee anything because I don't know the answer to that one. They've given ombre to these lights, and it actually looks a little bit like foil from a distance. That's pretty neat. I've got Margie specials later on. Not this time around, but I know what I have for future What's New Wednesdays for this month. So we've got Father Christmas as well. And so this is going to be all of the different kinds of Santas and Santa versions that elves, probably gnomes as well, that we've had over the last several years with Hunky Dory. Festive Wonder. I'm pretty positive you guys have already seen this. And the Father Christmas. If you haven't, let me know and I will absolutely show them. There's also Floral Melodies. I don't think that we've seen this one yet. And there's also some peacocks. But being that it is 5:15 and I'm still here, I think what I'm going to say is that here's a hint. They're here. They're in for being able to purchase right now. But I'm going to put them in the What's New Wednesday next week so that you guys can go ahead and have the rest of your evening off. And that's the little bit of a tease for what comes next week along with the other What's New Wednesday that I know that we have. And it's going to be cool. It's already in a pile for me to purchase. Debbie, just killing me. Let's see. Oh, there was this one other item. This is paper. They call it a paper filling tool, but really it's just your standard quilling in a really tiny version. So you can see how long it is. And you're putting your quilling strip up there and you're just rolling it. And so it's a little bit different than a lot of other quilling tools. It's nice and tiny if that's something that you would like. Thank you all. We'll let Debbie know all of your well wishes, guys. And with that, I think I'm going to say, if you haven't, leave a thumbs up for us. It really helps. And once we have signed off here in about the next minute, if you will refresh your page and tell me what was your favorite thing today, I would appreciate it. So Thelma, let us know you really want those envelopes. I'm just teasing her. All right, guys, have a good night.